Hello and welcome to TTV News broadcast on TayNinhTV newspaper and radio television with some latest events in TayNinh province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, to welcome the first Congress of TayNinh Provincial Party Committee for the 2025-2030 term, three key projects will be commenced or inaugurated within the province during this October. One of these is the Provincial Broad 830C project.
On the morning of October 2nd, the member of Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Minh Lâm, along with the leaders of the party committees and the People's Committee of Binh Lức Commune and related units, conducted a field inspection of the preparation for the groundbreaking ceremony. Provincial Road number 830C has a total length of approximately 9 kilometers, starting at the intersection with Nguyễn Hữu Thọ Street in Binh Lức Commune and ending at the border between TayNinh Province and Ho Chi Minh City. And this project plays an important role in completing the transportation infrastructure and enhancing the regional connectivity between provincial roads and National Highway number 1, as well as Ring Road number 3 and number 4 of Ho Chi Minh City. Highly presenting the efforts of the involved units, Mr. Nguyễn Minh Lâm requested that the event organizing unit continue reviewing and finalizing preparations in terms of sound system, lighting, and other infrastructure for the ceremony. He also emphasized the close coordination with the local authorities to ensure the public order, manage traffic flow, arrange parking areas, and create the most favorable conditions for a solemn, safe, and successful groundbreaking ceremony.
On the morning of October 2nd, Deputy Secretaries of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairmen of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of TayNinh Province, Nguyễn Thanh Hải, hosted a courtesy meeting with the Standing Committee of TayNinhTV and sets of reform doctrines cao đài sacerdotal councils.
On behalf of the delegation, Chief Coordinator Thượng Phong Thanh, Head of the Standing Committee, expressed joy at the recent developmental achievements of TayNinh Province. He also extended heartfelt thanks to the provincial leaders for their continuous support and for creating favorable conditions for the religious activities to be conducted in accordance with the law. As a result, they have successfully mobilized dignitaries, officials, and followers to actively participate in patriotic movements, production activities, and have contributed approximately 97 billion Vietnam dong to charitable and social work. Appreciating the positive outcomes achieved by both cao đài sacerdotal councils, Deputy Secretary Nguyễn Thanh Hải expressed his hope that the dignitaries, officials, and followers will continue to uphold their tradition of solidarity and accompany the nation. He called for further active participation in patriotic emulation movements, contributing to strengthening the great national unity bloc.
On the same day, the member of Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, Đoàn Trung Kiên, also hosted a courtesy meeting with the Standing Committee of TayNinhTV Cao Đài Sect and Cao Đài Sect of Reform Doctrine. In recent times, both of them have strictly complied with the legal regulations, maintaining stable religious activities, and the entire religious community has consistently demonstrated a spirit of unity, harmony, and connection with the local authorities, showing the strong support in the implementation of the two-level local government model. Acknowledging the achievements of TayNinhTV Sect and Cao Đài Sect of Reform Doctrine in religious and social affairs, Mr. Đoàn Trung Kiên expressed his hope that they, along with the dignitaries, officials, and followers, will continue to live a good, secular, and spiritual life, actively respond to patriotic movements, and contribute to building an increasingly prosperous and developed homeland.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few days, the first Congress of TayNinh Provincial Party Committee for the 2025-2030 term will take place. At this point, on preparations for the Congress, important political events of the province are being urgently completed, creating a vibrant atmosphere filled with hope and confidence for a successful new term.
On these days, along the main roads of the province, banners, billboards, and posters promoting the first Congress of the Provincial Party Committee for the 2025-2030 term are being rapidly installed. The lively atmosphere spreads everywhere. The people of TayNin are cheerfully looking forward to this significant political event of their province. At TayNin World, where the Provincial Party Congress will be held, the colorful flags and flowers have raised to every street, alley, and household, creating a fresh and brilliant appearance to welcome the Congress. As soon as TayNin World Peace Committee announced the flag raising event to welcome the Provincial Party Congress from October 1st to October 11, the Quarter Front Committee of Quarter 2 organized communication campaigns to on residents in various ways to ensure the information reached every household. We directly went out to inform and encourage on the people. Up to now, about 80% of the outlets, sub-outlets, and households have raised flags, reaching approximately 80%. The festive atmosphere welcoming the first Congress of the Provincial Party Committee for the 2025-2030 term is spreading strongly from urban to rural areas. With total reparations and a united spirit, the Congress promises to be a brilliant success, opening new hubs and leading TayNin alongside the whole country into the nation's new era of advancement. On the morning of October 2nd, the Department of Justice held an online conference to implement newly issued legal documents, phase 1 for the second half of 2025. The conference was chaired by Mr. Lý Hồng Huân, Deputy Director of the Department of Justice and Vice Chairman of the Provincial Council for Legal Dissemination and Education Coordination. Taking place over 2 days, October 2nd and 3rd, the conference focused on introducing and analyzing laws and resolutions recently passed by the 15th National Assembly during its night session and extraordinary sessions in 2025. It also covered ordinances issued by the Standing Committee of the National Assembly as well as resolutions and decisions issued by the People's Council and People's Committee of TayNin Province by July 1st, 2025 onward. During the conference, delegates focused on studying, strengthening, and discussing issues that have arisen during the implementation. As a result, many new provisions in the legal regulations were clarified, laying a crucial foundation for the province to effectively and consistently enforce the laws in accordance with regulations. This not only contributes to the smooth operation of the two-level local government system, but also enhances service delivery to citizens and businesses, meeting the demands of socio-economic development in the new phase.
Then to other news, ladies and gentlemen, TayNin Province is determinedly working to realize its goal of becoming a key economic corridor connecting region and the international markets, affirming its role as the new regional trade hub. To achieve this, the province has identified transportation infrastructure as a pivotal factor and a strategic lever for the driving social-economic development.
As part of its action strategy, TayNin has been actively mobilizing all available resources to invest in a modern and synchronized transport infrastructure system. Notably, in the 2026-2030 period, the province plans allocate approximately 35 trillion Vietnam dong to this sector. Investment will focus on strategic roads that directly connect with Ho Chi Minh City, neighboring provinces, and especially inter-provincial routes linking the two regions of the province following their merger. Furthermore, a major shift in the province planning mindset is its orientation toward designing many roadways with a minimum scale of 10 lanes, and in the initial phase, the roads may be constructed with 4 to 6 lanes and then gradually expanded to meet the future development demands. And this determines the approach aims to thoroughly address the issues of roads becoming the overloaded shortly after completion, ensuring a sustainable and uninterrupted economic growth for the province.
According to statistics from the Department of Science and Technology of TayNinhTV Province, there are currently 28 science and technology enterprises operating in the province, including 2 high-tech enterprises. To promote the sustainable development of these enterprises, during the 2020-2025 period, the Department of Science and Technology has implemented various solutions and policies to support businesses in carrying out scientific and technological tasks, applying technical advancements and innovating technology to research and develop new products, improve productivity, quality, and competitiveness. To date, 15 enterprises have received support with a total funding of over 25 billion Vietnam dong from the state budget. The success rate of projects and tasks is 80%, and many products have been commercialized, initially establishing a foothold in both domestic and international markets. In addition, the province has actually carried out activities to assist organizations and individuals in registering intellectual property rights. As a result, over 400 trademarks have been granted, supported, and granted protection certificates within Vietnam. Furthermore, the province has consistently implemented the national program on productivity and quality enhancements for local enterprises. The total state budget allocated for this program in the 2021-2025 period is approximately 6.5 billion Vietnam dong.
Ladies and gentlemen, in recent times, the Party Committee and government of TayNinhTV Province have consistently paid attention to the care and promotion of the roles of the elderly through many practical activities. The effort help have the elderly live happily and healthily while continuing to make positive contributions to the overall development of locality.
Currently, the world is home to more than 8,000 elderly people, accounting for over 9% of the population, with over 7,000 of them actively participating in the Elderly Association. Especially during the Action Plan for the Elderly in 2025, the association organized longevity celebrations for more than 1,200 elders, connected with the health sector and the socio-political organizations to provide the medical checkups, nutritional consultations, and the free medicine distribution. And through mobilized social contributions, the association presented 560 gift packages to elderly individuals in difficult circumstances with a total value of 140 million Vietnam dong. Additionally, the association partnered to provide the free eye examination for 300 elders and free eye surgery for 47 others. We, members of the Elderly Association, are well cared for by the authorities through activities such as quality health checkups, longevity celebrations, and support for the sick members. No one is left behind, especially lonely or ill seniors. Besides health and welfare support, TayNinhTV Elderly Association also maintains virus control activities, portrait and sport activities, as well as club meetings and historical site visits. And this contributes to creating a healthy, engaging environment that strengthens community bonds and enhances the spiritual life of members. I must say, since I moved here, I've been that the Elderly Association operates in a very orderly and structured manner. I'm also one of the members receiving care despite each member's different circumstances. I participate in the Elderly Association cultural and artistic clubs, and I find it a very joyful space. Almost everyone who joins feels excited and happy. And these meaningful care activities demonstrate the attention of the party committee, the local authorities, and the community towards the senior generation. They also affirm the increasingly important role of the elderly in the social life, upholding the motto, "Old age by example." The elderly of TayNinhTV continue to serve as a spiritual pillar, bringing wisdom and experience to contribute to building a more civilized and sustainably developing homeland. Thanks to the vigorous and synchronized implementation of various measures to facilitate the import-export and in-transit activities, the state budget's revenue of Customs Sub-Department Region 17 in the early months of the year has recorded a significant increase compared to the assigned targets. As of September 22nd, the total state budget's revenue collected by the sub-department had exceeded 120 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 16.5% over the same period last year. The total import and export turnover increased by 18.5%, with the export value up to 13.6% and import value up to 25.3%. And by September 22nd, 4,477 enterprises has carried out the custom procedures through the Customs Sub-Department Area 17, and a 17% increase compared to the same period last year. To achieve this target, the Sub-Department implemented a wide range of strong and coordinated solutions to facilitate the import-export and intra-exit operation, and this included a focus on administrative reform, control of administrative procedures, the implementation of the single window and interconnected single window mechanisms, the use of electronic platform for administrative procedures, and the execution of the key tasks and solutions in accordance with the sector plans and strategic directions.
The People's Committee of Temple Khmer recently held a meeting to evaluate the results of socio-economic development tasks over the first 9 months of 2025. During this period, Khmer planted nearly 80 hectares of summer-autumn rice and maintained over 2,220 hectares of dragon fruit, including 84 hectares utilizing high-tech applications. The Khmer continue implementing solutions to promote high-tech agriculture in association with agricultural restructuring. In addition, efforts were made to accelerate site clearance, remove difficulties, and expedite key projects and basic infrastructure investments. Regarding social welfare, the Khmer successfully completed on schedule the distribution of cards and gifts to local residents in celebration of the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and Vietnam's National Day, September 2nd. On this occasion, 26 collectors and individuals with outstanding achievements in gift distribution efforts were commended and awarded.
Dear audience, in Bao Ert area located in Trung An Quarter, Long Hoa War, there are currently more than 60 Khmer ethnic families living here. Over time, the living standards of the people here have steadily improved. Especially all the children can attend school and receive care, which is most clearly shows in the warm, joyful atmosphere during the days leading up to the Mid-Autumn Festival.
During the Mid-Autumn Festival, the Khmer Ethnic Cultural House is filled with laughter. This year, Long Hoa War Youth Union has mobilized support to organize many meaningful activities for the children, including learn dance, traditional programs, and many Mid-Autumn gifts. For the Khmer ethnic children here, having delicious mooncakes and colorful lanterns during this reunion festival brings great joy and will become unforgettable, beautiful memories. This is the sense of the lantern parade at the Khmer Ethnic Cultural House, a sparkling setting full of laughter, mixed with the festive rumbles of a warm Mid-Autumn Festival in the heart of a modern urban area. Every year, the youth union and local authorities organize many festival activities on the occasion of the Mid-Autumn Festival so that Khmer ethnic children like us can play together. I feel very happy playing with my friends and joining them in such festivals. My favorite activity is the lantern parade. I also receive lots of candies, lanterns, and mooncakes. I thank the organizers for arranging this program for me and my friends. The preparations were quite thorough. Volunteer teams are stationed along the parade routes to ensure the program runs safely, helping the children have a joyful, warm, and safe Mid-Autumn Festival. For the children, especially ethnic minority children, the Mid-Autumn Festival is not just an occasion to play, receive gifts, and carry lanterns under the moonlight. It is also a time for them to deeply feel the care and sharing from the community, local authorities, and the whole society. This care helps bring a complete joyful Mid-Autumn Festival to the children, while also motivating them to continually strive for progress in their studies and life.
And now that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.